My beloved child, listen closely, for I am about to reveal something that will shake your spirit awake and make your heart tremble with both fear and faith, because there is a storm forming around someone you love more than your own breath, and I cannot stay silent any longer. I am deeply worried about your son's safety. His name is on the list of something dangerous that has been hidden from you, something that is moving silently behind closed doors, something that your human eyes cannot see, but I, the Lord, see all things, and nothing is hidden from me. I speak these words trembling through the heavens because time is tightening like a closing gate, and I will not let you remain blind while danger creeps closer to the child you carried, the child you prayed for, the child whose tears break you, whose heartbeat is a part of your own body and soul. My beloved, I see the nights where you lie awake staring at the darkness, trying to understand why you feel this heaviness in your chest, why your spirit feels unsettled, and why fear has been wrestling with your peace. It is not imagination. It is not anxiety. It is not coincidence. It is my warning. Your soul has been sensing what the physical world has been hiding. Something has been pursuing your son, something spiritual and something earthly. An assignment formed in a secret place where wickedness believes it has the power to touch what belongs to me. His name has been marked, written down, spoken in circles you are not aware of, watched by eyes you cannot see. There are people who have spoken of him, planned something around him, calculated a movement that involves him, and there are forces of darkness that have been waiting for a moment of weakness, a moment of distraction, a moment when your guard and his guard fall. The enemy has taken interest in him not by accident, but because he carries a destiny that threatens hell itself. Listen, child. Your son is not ordinary. He is chosen, anointed, called, marked by heaven before he was formed in the secret place of your womb. The enemy attacks nothing that is worthless. Only treasures are hunted. And the danger upon him is real. Heaven is trembling with activity right now. Legions of angels have been standing watch. The war in the spirit has intensified because the enemy has been trying to remove him before he reaches the place I have ordained for him. That is why your heart has felt heavy. That is why you feel like crying for no reason. That is why you suddenly become silent when you think about him. That is why you have been sensing that something is not right. I placed that feeling in you as a warning. A divine alarm. A spiritual alert. Because something is moving toward your son, something attempting to place him in harm's way, physically, mentally, spiritually. Something trying to tempt him, trap him, isolate him, or lead him to a crossroads that could destroy him. Child, there are people around him who are not his friends. There are voices speaking into his life that are not pure. There are intentions near him that are not from me. Someone has mentioned his name in a conversation filled with envy and hidden malice. Someone has spoken his name out of jealousy. Someone has placed his name into a plan that was not born from love but born from darkness and evil intention. His name is on a list of those the enemy is targeting, trying to remove, trying to silence, trying to break. And some of the danger is disguised as opportunity. Some of the danger looks like friendship. Some of the danger looks like excitement, like adventure, like a chance to prove something, like a risk worth taking. But I see what he cannot see. I hear what he cannot hear. I know what he does not yet understand. Child, I need you awake. Not afraid, but awake. Not panicked, but prepared. Not hopeless, but standing in warfare and prayer. Do not ignore the signs. When he becomes distant without reason, that is a sign. When he becomes angry or restless, that is a sign. When he chooses silence instead of conversation, that is a sign. When he suddenly changes paths, that is a sign. When he loses interest in the things that once gave him joy, that is a sign. His spirit is under attack. And I am calling you to stand in the gap for him, because your voice in prayer carries more weight than armies on earth. Heaven responds to a mother's cry. Heaven rises when a parent intercedes. Heaven moves when love fights for family. Do not let fear freeze you. Let faith strengthen you. You were chosen to be his covering. You were chosen to carry him spiritually as you once carried him physically. You were chosen to stand between him and every weapon formed against him. Yes, the enemy has placed his name on a list meant for harm. A list designed to pull him downward, to derail him, to silence him, to destroy his future. But hear me now, my voice is louder than any plot, any plan, any threat. No weapon formed against him shall prosper. Not while I am his God, not while angels surround him, not while your prayers are rising like fire to my throne. The enemy has drawn a circle around his name. But I have drawn my hand around his life. There is a reason you feel this urgency. There is a reason I am speaking this warning now. There is a reason the heavens are roaring around his destiny. Because the time is short. The window is narrow. Decisions are about to be made that will shape everything. Your son is standing at a crossroads unseen. One road leads to purpose. The other leads to destruction. And there are voices trying to pull him toward the wrong path. Someone has been influencing him from the shadows. Someone has been whispering into his life. Someone has been convincing him to take a step that will lead to danger. But I am stepping in. Right now, angels are moving. Right now, heaven is positioning itself. Right now, the spiritual realm is shifting because my hand is intervening. I am placing confusion in the plans of those who intend harm. I am exposing lies. I am breaking intentions. I am removing access. I am scattering the plans of darkness like wind scattering ashes. But I need your voice. This battle is not won by silence. It is won by prayer, deep prayer, desperate prayer, persistent prayer. Cry out for him. Speak his name in faith. Cover him with authority. Command protection over him. For while his name is on the list of danger, I have written his name in the book of destiny, the book that darkness cannot erase. He will live. He will rise. He will fulfill purpose. He will not be taken before his time. But you must stay strong. You must not collapse in fear. You must not speak negative words. You must not agree with defeat. Speak life over him. Speak protection over him. Speak future over him. For the storm is raging, but the storm will not drown him. My beloved, do not turn away from this message. Do not pretend everything is fine. Do not silence the voice inside your soul. Do not push away the warning you feel. I am telling you because I trust you. I am revealing what others cannot see because you are chosen to stand guard. I have placed a mantle upon you, a mantle of intercession, a mantle of spiritual strength, a mantle of divine authority. And through your prayers, the enemy's list will burn. Yes, I said burn. What they planned will collapse. What they built will crumble. What they attempted will fail. For I am God. I defend what is mine. I protect what is precious to me. And your son is precious. He belongs to me. He is under my wings. He is held in my hands. He is surrounded by my angels. Listen, child. Darkness trembles when a mother or father prays. Demons flee when a parent calls on my name. The gates of hell shake when faith rises inside a heart filled with love. There is a battle over him, but the battle is already shifting. Even now, I send angels to his left and to his right. Even now, I encircle him with glory. Even now, I release strength into his spirit. He will not fall. He will not be destroyed. He will not be lost. He will not become a victim of darkness. But you must stand with me. This is not a time for silence. This is not a time for giving up. This is not a time for fear. This is a time to fight. For I am deeply worried about your son's safety, and I will not let the enemy take him because his purpose is too great, and his calling is too powerful, and his future carries a divine assignment that hell cannot handle. Because, my beloved child, there is something more you must understand, something I have waited until this moment to reveal, something that will shake your heart and open your spiritual eyes wider than ever before. The list that carries your son's name is not a simple list. It is not written on paper. It is not something you can physically touch or find inside a drawer or a file. It is a spiritual list. A list created in the territory of darkness. A list of those the enemy has marked for destruction, those he fears, those whose futures threaten the plans of evil. Your son's name was spoken by voices that gather in secret, voices that plot against destinies, voices that search for souls shining with heavenly assignments. And your son shines so brightly that hell cannot ignore him. The enemy sees what you may not yet fully see. He sees the greatness inside your son. He sees the leader he will become. He sees the doors he will open for others. He sees the chains he will break. He sees the lives he will touch. And that is why he is targeted. Your son carries a light that darkness is terrified of. He carries a calling that will shake nations and break generational curses. He carries a spiritual inheritance that will overturn everything hell has built inside your bloodline. Child, the enemy is not trying to hurt your son because he hates him. He is trying to hurt him because he fears him. Darkness fears what heaven has chosen. And that is why he has been under attack since childhood. That is why he has faced battles others never understood. That is why he has been misunderstood, criticized, rejected, and pressured. That is why he has carried pain that seemed too heavy for someone his age. He is not weak. He is not lost. He is not confused. He is evolving into who I created him to be. But the enemy is desperate. He is attempting one final strike, a coordinated attempt to derail, distract, and destroy him before he steps fully into destiny. And this attempt is coming through people. People pretending to care. People pretending to support him. People pretending to stand with him. But their hearts are not pure. There are individuals around him whose smiles are masks, whose laughter is false, whose intentions are rotten behind their polished words. Some envy him. Some want to use him. Some want to manipulate him. Some want to influence him into darkness. And some simply want to watch him fall. They have spoken his name with bitterness. They have studied his weaknesses. They have watched his patterns. They have been waiting for the right moment to strike. The enemy has whispered into their hearts. He has stirred their jealousy. He has planted seeds of toxic intention. He has convinced them to play roles they do not even fully understand. But you must understand this clearly. They may have placed his name on a list of destruction, but I have placed his name on a list of divine protection. He is mine. I have claimed him. I have sealed him. I have prepared him. He may stumble, but he will not fall. He may bend, but he will not break. He may cry, but he will not drown. He may face danger, but he will not be overcome. Still, child, I need you to see what is happening spiritually. War is taking place. Not a war of flesh and blood, but a war of spirit and assignment. The enemy has been trying to cloud his mind, to bring confusion, to pressure him emotionally, to isolate him, to make him feel alone, to make him believe no one understands, to push him into decisions without thinking. He wants to exhaust your son. He wants to make him tired enough to surrender. He wants to make him distracted enough to step into a trap. There is a trap ahead of him. A situation that will appear harmless. A moment that will look normal. A choice that seems small. But inside it is danger. There is a door your son must not walk through. There is a meeting he must not attend. There is a person he must not trust. There is a path he must not take. And that is why I am warning you now. Your voice will guide him. Your prayers will protect him. Your love will shield him. Do not underestimate your role. You were chosen to be the warrior who stands between him and the enemy's plans. Every tear you cried over him was a spiritual weapon. Every fear you felt was a signal of spiritual conflict. Every whisper of prayer reached me and moved heaven. You have no idea how powerful your voice is when you speak his name in prayer. You have no idea how many times angels were dispatched because your heart trembled and you called out for protection over him. You have no idea how many times death was turned away because you whispered, "God, please protect my son." Yes. Death tried. Darkness tried. Destruction tried. But they failed. Because I stepped in. Because I heard you. Because I love him. Because I love you. And now, child, I need you to prepare yourself. There will be moments when his behavior confuses you. Moments when he becomes distant. Moments when he reacts with frustration. Moments when he seems lost in his thoughts. Moments when he pulls away. Do not take it personally. Do not assume he is rejecting your love. Do not think he is ignoring your wisdom. He is fighting battles too heavy to express. He is wrestling with thoughts he does not yet have words for. He is trying to carry pain he has not learned how to release. He is facing pressure the world does not see. And sometimes he believes he must face it alone. Not because he does not trust you, but because he does not want to burden you. Your son is stronger than he realizes. But strength becomes dangerous when it isolates itself. And the enemy is trying to use isolation as a weapon. Child, speak life to him. Speak love to him. Speak hope to him. Speak purpose to him. Even if he doesn't respond. Even if he seems uninterested. Even if he acts like he is not listening. His spirit is listening. His heart is listening. His soul is listening. Your words will remain inside him like seeds waiting for the moment to bloom. And while darkness has put his name on a list meant for destruction, heaven has put his name on a list meant for greatness. A list that carries the names of those who will rise. A list that carries the names of the chosen. A list that carries the names of those who will change the world. A list that carries the names of the warriors heaven equips for battle. And I need you to keep praying. Keep believing. Keep covering him. Because there is a moment coming soon, a breaking point, a turning point, a moment of decision where everything shifts. And when that moment comes, your prayer will be the difference between danger and destiny. Do not doubt your purpose. Do not doubt his calling. Do not doubt my voice. You have felt something heavy inside your spirit lately. You have felt a warning you cannot explain. You have felt a fear that arrives without reason. You have felt a shaking inside your soul. That is not weakness. That is spiritual sensitivity. That is prophetic awareness. That is my spirit crying out through you. You are seeing the unseen. You are hearing the unheard. You are feeling what heaven feels. You are being awakened because the enemy has intensified his attack. But I have intensified my protection. The enemy has increased his pressure. But I have increased angelic defense. Hell has made a plan. But heaven has already destroyed it. Yes, child, I said destroyed. The trap will not hold. The danger will not win. The plan will not succeed. The list will not harm him. Because the Lion of Judah has stepped into the battlefield. I am roaring over your son. I am covering him with my wings. I am surrounding him with fire. I am lifting him above every attack. But I need you to stay spiritually awake. This is not the time to relax. This is not the time to become comfortable. This is not the time to assume all is finished. This is a crucial hour. Stand firm. Pray boldly. Watch with spiritual eyes. For soon, something will be revealed. Something hidden will come into the light. A truth will surface. A mask will fall. A secret will be exposed. And when it happens, you will understand why I delivered this warning. Do not fear what you will learn. Do not tremble at what will be exposed. Do not collapse under the weight of revelation. For everything that comes into the light is something I have already defeated. And child, I tell you now, the list meant to destroy your son will soon burn by my fire. The enemy believes he has time. But time belongs to me. The enemy believes he has access. But access is closing. The enemy believes he has influence. But influence is breaking. The enemy believes he will win. But victory belongs to me. And I will not let the enemy write the final chapter of your son's story. That chapter belongs to heaven. He will rise higher than every attack. He will walk through storms untouched. He will survive what was meant to destroy him. He will become the testimony hell never wanted to see. He is protected. He is covered. He is chosen. He is mine. And this journey is far from over. Child, prepare your heart now, for what I am about to speak will feel heavy, but it will also deliver freedom, clarity, and power. The battle surrounding your son is bigger than anything your natural mind could imagine. It is not just about a moment, a situation, or a single threat. It is about destiny. It is about the future. It is about purpose that stretches beyond his lifetime. It is about generational transformation and the breaking of chains that have existed in your family for years. Your son is the turning point of your bloodline. He is the one chosen to break the cycles that have held your family hostage. Cycles of pain, of betrayal, of loss, of fear, of silence, of spiritual blindness. The enemy has seen the shift. He has seen what is coming. He has seen the spiritual crown placed on your son's head long before the world has recognized it. That is why darkness is trembling. That is why hell is restless. That is why spiritual warfare has intensified. Because if your son rises, hell loses ground. If your son steps into purpose, generations will be restored. If your son walks in his calling, the enemy's grip on your family shatters forever. So the enemy is trying one last desperate strategy, a final attempt to stop him before he crosses the threshold of destiny. Child, there is a moment that is coming soon, a moment where everything shifts sharply, a moment that will appear chaotic at first, a moment that will look like crisis, a moment that will feel like pressure. Do not fear that moment. Do not panic when it arrives. Do not collapse when the shaking begins. For what appears like collapse is actually my construction. What looks like falling apart is actually heaven rearranging. What feels like loss is actually protection. What feels like breaking is actually breakthrough. But you must stay spiritually awake because there is a sudden decision approaching rapidly. Your son is about to be offered something that is not from me, an opportunity that looks golden, but is poison underneath. A plan that looks safe, but is a trap. A relationship that looks loyal, but is deceit in disguise. A path that looks easy, but leads into darkness. And someone who pretends to care about him, someone who has studied him quietly, someone who smiles in his face but curses his name in silence, will try to lead him into that trap. They have already spoken of it. They have already discussed strategies. They have already imagined the outcome. But they did not know that heaven has been listening. Child, I tell you now, I will expose them. And when I expose them, their words will turn into confusion, their plan into ashes, their confidence into panic. I will dismantle every attempt they make, and I will protect your son even from the danger he does not recognize. But your role is crucial. For you must pray with authority, not fear. You must speak protection, not worry. You must declare victory, not defeat. For prayer is not merely words, prayer is warfare. Your voice is a weapon. Your tears are ammunition. Your faith is armor. Your love is a shield. And when you speak to me, heaven responds immediately. Do you know how many legions of angels move when you whisper the words, God, protect my son? Do you know how many demons flee when you say, in the name of the Lord, nothing will touch my child? Do you know how many doors I have shut because you prayed for his safety? Every time your heart trembled, angels stood guard. Every time fear visited you at night, heaven surrounded him. Every time you felt a heaviness in your soul, the spiritual realm shifted. You thought it was just emotion, but it was intercession. You thought it was worry, but it was revelation. You thought it was weakness, but it was power. For you, child, were chosen to be the one who stands in the gap for him. Your son is protected, but you must remain spiritually active. Do not let the enemy silence your prayers. Do not let exhaustion steal your strength. Do not let discouragement quiet your voice. For right now, angels are fighting for him. Right now, heaven is intervening. Right now, a spiritual war is being waged on his behalf. Yes, the enemy placed his name on a list of destruction. But heaven has placed his name on a list of destiny. And the fire of the Lord is already burning that list. Listen carefully, beloved. Soon, you will see signs in the natural world, signs that your prayers are working, signs that danger is failing, signs that heaven is intervening. There will be sudden disruptions, plans cancelled, meetings rescheduled, friendships falling apart, doors closing unexpectedly. Do not grieve those changes. They are protection. I am removing the people who should not be near him. I am cutting ties he does not have the strength to cut himself. I am shutting doors he is afraid to close. I am redirecting his path even when he resists. And yes, child, there may be conflict. There may be sudden tension. There may be tears. There may be confusion. But it is temporary. For what the enemy meant to use against him will become the very tool that pushes him into purpose. The storm will not break him. The shaking will not destroy him. The pressure will not crush him. The fear will not paralyze him. For I have placed a warrior spirit inside him. A strength that has not yet been revealed. A courage he does not even know he carries. He will rise from this battle more fearless, more wise, more spiritually awake. And you will watch him walk into the very future hell tried to steal. Listen closely. There will come a moment soon when your son breaks down emotionally, not because he is weak, but because his spirit is tired. Be there. Do not question him. Do not pressure him. Do not interrogate him. Just love him. Hold him. Speak peace. Speak truth. Speak life. For that moment will be a spiritual turning point. And when he cries, heaven will move. When he releases his pain, the chains of the enemy will break. And when he finally lets go of the weight he has been carrying secretly, purpose will explode inside him like fire. The list meant to destroy him will become the testimony that magnifies my glory. The enemy will regret ever choosing his name. The darkness will tremble when he stands in authority. And you will witness miracles. Miracles in his decisions. Miracles in his direction. Miracles in his identity. Miracles in his future. For what is coming is not loss, it is resurrection. Not death, but transformation. Not fear, but victory. Not confusion, but divine clarity. I am God. I am his protector. I am his shield. I am his defender. I am his covering. And no plot of darkness, no list of destruction, no assignment of hell will ever overcome my will. For I declare, your son will live and not die. Your son will rise and not fall. Your son will succeed and not be destroyed. Your son will fulfill destiny and not become a victim of darkness. And you will testify. You will say, if it had not been for God, my son would not be here. Child, receive this now, the danger is real, but my power is greater. The threat exists, but my hand is stronger. The enemy planned destruction, but heaven has already planned victory. And the storm that terrified you will soon become the story that strengthens you. Stand firm. Stay ready. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep protecting. Keep trusting. For the battle is almost over. And very soon, you will see the miracle with your own eyes. This chapter will not end in tragedy. This chapter will end in glory. I am the Lord your God, and I am deeply concerned for your son's safety, but I am already fighting the battle for him. Be still, and watch me move.